I'm Caitlin if you don't know me. Pretty soon you're going to meet Hannah as well. She will be in another part of this video. And we're going to be going through and just kind of breaking down different parts of Essential Rewards for you. So first of all, I'm going to be talking about just the pure basics of Essential Rewards just to get us going. And I made you a beautiful chalkboard of information to hopefully help this make as much sense as possible. So first of all, what is it? Okay, it is a monthly wellness box, pure and simple. It's a monthly wellness box that is your choice. Okay, why should we use Essential Rewards? Because there are two ways to order: Essential Rewards and a quick order. Okay, why would we choose Essential Rewards? Now, I'm not saying that quick orders are bad. I kind of use those as like my emergency order, or whenever I want to use my Essential Rewards points, which we will get to. But we're going to start with this. So why would I use Essential Rewards? Because through Essential Rewards, you're going to be getting free points. So you are going to earn points every single time that you place an ER order. In your first through third month, you're going to get 10% back. So if I'm spending $50, I get 5 points, which basically means $5 back to spend on something else that I might want, or I can choose to keep them and I can rack them up, which is what I just did this week, and order bigger things if you'd like. In month 4 through 24, you're at 20%, so that's where I'm at right now. So if I would spend $100, I'm getting $20 back to spend, which is huge because I can go spend $100 on toothpaste and shampoo and deodorant easily, and I don't normally get money back, but I do with this, which is awesome. And then months 25 plus, you get 25% back. So that is the highest that you can get to, but it's awesome. 25% back is huge. Next up, promos. So you also have the ability to earn promo products, which Hannah will touch on later. That just basically means free things for hitting different levels or spending certain amounts. She'll get more into it later though. The other reason would be free gifts. So when you order through Essential Rewards, you're going to get a free gift on months 3, 6, 9, and 12. You just get a free oil, no matter what, as long as it's your consecutive month. So David just earned his 12-month reward, and he got the loyalty blend, which is something that you can only get for being on Essential Rewards for 12 months, and it smells delicious. Thank you, Gary. Okay, next up. There are also Essential Reward exclusives that you can only order through Essential Rewards. So there's a Ningxia pack and a Thieves pack. So that Ningxia pack is awesome because it's the cheapest way to get Ningxia, and the Thieves pack is great too because it's also at a discounted rate, and you can only get those, like I said, through Essential Rewards. Okay, how? Now, how do we purchase these orders, or how do we make our Essential Reward order? So first of all, you need to know that you need to have 50 PV minimum. So I have said the word PV before, you might have heard it before. PV just means your personal value, and PV, every single item has a PV. Generally, it's the same as their cost. So I could have a bottle of oil that costs me $15, and it might also be worth 15 PV, if that makes sense. So in my cart, I need to have at least 50 PV, which generally means $50. It only really changes on things like diffusers and some of the more expensive things, just to give you a heads up. So you need to have at least 50 PV minimum to place an Essential Rewards order. If you are pursuing the business and you want commissions, you need to make sure that you have 100 PV on your account. Now, if I were you, I always place that 100 PV order under my Essential Rewards because obviously you get more free stuff, but it is okay to have 50 PV or 70 PV or whatever in your Essential Rewards and also have a quick order as long as you're at 100 PV. If you are not worrying about the business part, then just don't worry about what I just said. Not a big deal. Okay. You're able to redeem points for equal PV. So not every single product is available to use your points for, but I would say like 90% of them are. There are just a few things, and it's those same things I was talking about before that have a different PV. So if I have a diffuser that costs $80, but its PV is only 65, I can't use my points for that. You can only use it on things that are equal. But like I said, generally almost everything is. I'm just clearing the air so that if anybody had a question, you know that. And the last thing is that you choose your date and you get to choose what you get. So it is completely your choice. There are no cancellation fees, nothing. So it's kind of like, why wouldn't you do it? All right, moving along.
Okay, transfer buying. So transfer buying basically is when you stop purchasing your products from one place, we'll call that Target. You completely stop buying there for like toothpaste and all that stuff, and you switch over to buying all that stuff from Young Living. So when you transfer buy, when you use Essential Rewards, you are not spending an extra $50 every month with Young Living. You are just taking what you used to buy at Target or wherever, and you're spending that money with Young Living. So if you know Young Living very well, you know that we don't just have oils, we have all the things. So I used to buy my toothpaste from Sprouts. I would try to get the natural stuff, and then I realized there were other things added in there. So once I ran out of that, I just started buying my toothpaste with Young Living, and I did that with every product until I completely have a toxic-free home, which is awesome. And yeah, so instead of thinking of it as an extra $50 per month with Young Living, think of it in the mentality of, I'm just switching where I'm buying my products, and that way you won't get overwhelmed.
All right, so next I just want to touch on what's the difference? What's the difference between these products and conventional products? So Hannah just talked about transfer buying, and you might think, well, okay, I can transfer buy, I can buy things from Young Living instead of going to a different store, but why? What's the difference? Well, many of the mainstream, I'm having a hard time talking today, conventional products that you find are linked to things like diseases and hormone disruptors and infertility and other gross things that we don't want in our bodies. I'm not saying every single one is, but the reason that I choose to order everything from Young Living is because I know that it is going to be safe. I know that it's a safe product. I don't have to worry about if a company is greenwashing, if they are using synthetic fragrances and things. And that's something else that you need to consider too, is that there is this thing called greenwashing, where what companies do is that the big companies will go in and they'll buy out these small companies that used to maybe be natural. I think ones like Mrs. Meyer's and Seventh Generation and those different companies have been bought out by bigger companies, and so they're putting things in the bottles that aren't clean, but they're making the bottles look clean, if that makes sense. So they're making things look natural and clean, and they're charging more for them because we pay more for things that are supposed to be better for us, and in reality they're not actually better for us. They still have things in them that can be harmful to us. So it's completely safe for me to buy things from Young Living, and so that's why I do it. It makes it a lot easier, and they come straight to my door and I don't have to go and buy them. So when I started, it's impossible to completely switch over your house in one order. That's just not going to happen. So what I started to do is I would order one thing at a time. So the first thing I did, I think, was laundry detergent. So I ordered the laundry detergent and I diluted it. It lasted me a long time. And then the next month I changed my toothpaste and I changed my cleaner. And then the next month, maybe I switched out the lotions and the shampoos that I'm using. I didn't do it all at one time. It's a process. But the nice thing with Essential Rewards is that you can do it slowly. You can use that 50 PV that you're trying to get to, which it really is not hard to get to 50 PV when you're buying things that you need. But you can slowly switch your things over one thing at a time. And the nice thing is that a lot of those other products have things that are harmful in them, where these products actually are beneficial to your body because they're all infused with essential oils. So it's a complete flip.
Okay, so depending on how much you spend in your ER order, you can qualify for different promos every month. And those promos are when you hit 100 PV, 190, 250, 300, and then some months 400. So when you hit those, basically you will get free oils or free products depending on the promo that month. So super awesome. They all come for free, and that is on top of getting those reward points back. So those reward points are basically when you spend, let's say you spend $200, you'll get a certain amount back. Can't do the math in my head, but if you spend $300, you'll get like $60 back. And then you'll also get those promos, whatever they are that month. And then at months 3, 6, 9, and 12 of being on ER, you will also get loyalty gifts, which is usually just a free oil that they want to send you for being loyal to their program. So we love the promos. We are so excited every month when it hits the first of the month because we get to see what the promos are. And yeah, it's just a great way to get more oils in your house, more clean products, whatever they are for that month. It's just super great. So we love our program.
So you might be thinking about, what should I put in my order? And I know that I gave you a couple ideas before, but if you were to ask me, the first thing that I would tell you is to switch out your cleaners, because that is one of the easiest, most inexpensive things to get rid of and to switch out in your house. It saves you money, it's safer for you, it's just a no-brainer in my mind. So if I were you, I would put a Thieves Household Cleaner on your Essential Rewards right now if you don't have it. Other things that I always suggest, if you have children, look at the Kid Sense line and the Seedlings line, because there's lots of baby wipes and there's lots of oils that are pre-diluted for children. Those are great things to do. Also, if you're a mom, look at things like, well, I guess Valor and Stress Away come in the kit now, because those are kind of the go-to mom things. But there's bath bombs and there's face masks and there's just so many things to look at. So start with something that you might have an issue with. Like me, I get really rosy cheeks, so I ordered the Sheerlume cream and I order the rose ointment. So kind of think about different things that you would buy at like say Walmart or Target anyway, and see if you can find it on Young Living, because I bet you can. And that's what I would kind of start with. If you need ideas to put in your order, I have a whole sheet that lists out different combinations of things that'll get you to 50 PV, and I'll actually put it in the comments in here so that you can see it and you can get some ideas from there. So Hannah and I said, just to wrap this up, we said that we were going to do a giveaway, and we're going to. So just for popping in here, for commenting, for asking questions or something, we are going to be giving away a $25 credit for you to use on your Essential Rewards, which is awesome because that basically pays for half of it. I would love to give you more, but I'm not allowed to give you more than $25, but that's fine. So we will be sending you a $25 account credit. So make sure you get in here, you comment, you ask questions. That's what we're here for. Maybe share with us what you put in your Essential Rewards order. All of that is awesome because people want to hear what you're using so that they can get other ideas to help themselves as well. That's what this all is all about. We're one big community. So I hope you learned something. Shoot your comments down below. Thank you.